You cancel the plans, and the second the message sends, you feel it. Not guilt, relief. A small, quiet wave of relief that the evening just became yours again. And then, right behind it, the doubt. What is wrong with me, that being alone feels this good? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with you. Psychologists have spent years pulling apart the one mistake almost everyone makes here. They treat being alone and being lonely as the same thing. They are not the same thing. They are barely even related. One is a wound, the other is a rare kind of wiring. And it tends to come with 6 traits that most people never develop. Number 5 is the one you would never guess about yourself. Trait 1. Start with what that relief actually is. When you spend time around other people, even people you love, your brain is quietly working the whole time. Reading faces, catching tone, deciding when to speak, keeping a little track of how you're coming across. For some nervous systems, that runs hot, and it stays running. The part of you that keeps you switched on and a touch vigilant doesn't get to clock off, and that costs you more than you notice. So when the door finally closes and it's just you, that relief isn't you hiding from the world. It's your nervous system finally allowed to stand down. The alert system powers off, and the part of you that rests and repairs comes back online. You're not avoiding people. You're doing maintenance, and the people who need that quiet the most are very often the ones who feel everything in a room the most sharply. Solitude is just where they put themselves back together. The relief is the proof that it's working. Here's what your brain does the moment it stops pointing outward. There's a network in there that only really wakes up when you're not locked onto a task or a person. It's been called the default mode, the place your mind drifts to at rest. And it is anything but idle. That's where you reflect on yourself, make sense of your own memories, picture the future, turn over what you actually believe. It's where a sense of who you are gets quietly built. The catch is that this network goes quiet the moment you're busy reading the room. So a life with no solitude in it is a life where that inner work never gets the floor. People who guard their alone time are handing that network room to run, day after day, and it shows. They tend to know themselves better, sit more easily with their own thoughts, and feel less lost when there's nobody around to tell them who to be. That richer inner world isn't something you were born with. It's something the quiet built. Now watch where your motivation comes from. A lot of people can only really get moving when someone's watching. They need the audience, the deadline, the someone will see this. You don't, at least not in the same way. You'll learn a thing because the thing itself pulls you in. You'll work on something nobody's asked to see. You'll enjoy a film or a long walk or an idea with no one there to enjoy it alongside you. Psychologists treat that as one of our deepest needs, the need to feel that what you do comes from you and not from the crowd. They call it autonomy, and people who are easy in their own company tend to have a lot of it. The reward is wired on the inside. The doing is the point, not the being seen to do it. It's a quiet kind of freedom, and it's rarer than it sounds, because most people will bend their whole life around being watched and never once notice they're doing it. Here's one that looks small and really isn't. When most people feel wound up, or anxious, or flat, they reach for someone. They need another person there to talk them down and bring them back to level. That's normal, by the way. Humans are built to settle each other, but you can do a good part of it on your own. You can sit in a quiet room and bring your own system back to baseline. Let the calm, thinking part of your brain talk the alarm part down, with no audience needed. That isn't coldness, and it isn't you shutting people out. It's a real skill, and plenty of people never build it, because they never spend enough time alone to learn that they can survive their own feelings. Choosing to be by yourself when you're rattled, instead of needing someone to rescue you from it, is one of the clearest signs there is that your sense of safety lives on the inside, where nobody else can take it from you. This is the one you'd never guess about yourself, so stay with me. Your best ideas almost never show up while you're in the thick of it with other people. They arrive in the shower, halfway through a walk, late at night, in the long, quiet stretch when nobody needs anything from you. There's a real reason for that. Your mind solves its hardest problems in the background, quietly, while you're not forcing them, and it can only do that when it's left alone long enough to wander there. Interrupted every few minutes, and it never arrives. And that deep, lost-in-it focus, the kind where real work actually gets done, needs the very same thing. A long, unbroken stretch with the door shut. People who can happily be alone get those stretches all the time. Everyone else keeps trading them away for a little more company. So the solitude you've quietly felt guilty about is very likely the exact place your sharpest thinking and your most original ideas have been coming from this whole time. And here's the one that ties the whole thing together because it's the one people get most wrong about you. Wanting to be alone is not the same as being afraid of people. From the outside, they look identical. One person, on their own again, and underneath, they're opposites. Fear of people pushes you away from them. It runs on dread, on everything that might go wrong. Choosing solitude pulls you toward yourself instead. It runs on having enough, not on being scared. And the people who truly prefer their own company almost never lack connection. They just keep it deep instead of wide. A few people who genuinely know them, rather than a crowd that doesn't. So if anyone's ever called you antisocial, they read you backwards. You're not bad at people. You've just stopped spending yourself on the shallow end of it. And the tell is simple. Fear feels like dread. What you feel when you finally get to be alone is relief. So what's actually underneath all six? It comes down to one distinction the science is clear about and almost everyone smudges. Solitude is not loneliness. Loneliness is a gap, the painful distance between the connection you want and the connection you've actually got, and it genuinely wears the body down. Nobody's pretending otherwise. But solitude is the other thing entirely. Time alone that you chose, that hands back more than it takes. Same picture from the doorway, one person by themselves, and completely opposite experiences on the inside. And every single trait in this video belongs to the second kind, the chosen kind, not the first. So none of this is some case for cutting people off or vanishing into a room for good. We're wired to need each other, and that's real too. It's just that quiet, on purpose, in the right amount, was never the thing that was wrong with you. For a lot of people, it's quietly been the thing that was right. So line them up. The relief you feel is your system resting, not you hiding. Your inner world runs deep because you've given it the room to. Your motivation comes from inside you, not from whoever's watching. You can steady your own feelings without waiting to be rescued. Your best ideas come straight out of the quiet you felt guilty about. And the thing that looks antisocial from the outside is really just connection, kept deep instead of wide. 6 traits, and not one of them is a fault to fix. They're what a mind looks like when it's finally comfortable being its own company. So the next time you cancel the plans and feel that small flicker of relief, you don't have to argue yourself out of it, or sit there wondering what's wrong with you. Nothing is, you just happen to be wired in a way the world keeps misreading. And now you know exactly what it's been getting wrong. And if one specific person came to mind while you watch this, the one who disappears for a few days and comes back lighter, the one nobody quite gets, you already know who to send this to. Subscribe and stick around for the next one, where we get into why some people feel completely drained after seeing Friends, even when they had a genuinely good time. Until then, take care of yourself.